I was so upset with Joe Rogan. I was so upset with him. Joe has a history of doing this, and I do not know why he does it. And it's inappropriate and it's infuriating, but he has no ill intent. So I'm not mad at Joe. I called Joe yesterday. I called him to talk about this. The pay-per-view starts, and Joe Rogan is covering Colby Covington. For reasons that are unknown to me and that I will never understand, he decides to say that Colby Covington has come out and said crazy things to garner attention and get your pay-per-view money. To explain to you how wrong that was of Joe to do, I would need this entire show. First off, Captain Obvious, you don't ever disclose the business. You don't ever turn on the business when you're in it. Any business. Business is not just about profits and losses. It is about maintaining information and company secrets. If Colby Covington is coming out and looking for attention so you'll buy the pay-per-view, then God bless him. You're either a worker or you're a mark. And if you're not smart enough to be a worker, then you're a mark. But a lot of people want to be one, myself included. I really enjoy that. Don't ruin the show for me. And don't think because you have some better understanding of a sport that has made you filthy rich when you've never once had to throw a punch that you can come out and reveal a guy's trade secrets. You're not helping him in the least. And now you're allowing the audience in on something. You're removing a fourth curtain that never should be removed. And while us hardcores and us in the industry get it, it's not your place to do it at all. Zero. None. And you take away from what he's doing. And your premise is false. Your premise is also false. You're coming out and you're saying Colby did this to sell more pay-per-views. Well, guess what? Colby's not in on the pay-per-view. Okay? Colby didn't make an extra goddamn dollar from all the work that he did. He was given an opportunity. He did get an opportunity that he may not have gotten if he couldn't have brought in that kind of attention. That's true. But good for him. That's the business. The business is not what the business was in 1998. It is now the entertainment era. It is television. It is a show. It is a pre-show, a post-show, a weigh-in show, promotional shows, digital programming. It is a mega industry. If you have knowledge of the industry, you don't out another guy. It is the exact same thing. And this is what I was going to share with Joe. I was just going to call him on the phone and say, look, you don't understand what you're doing here. Colby Covington didn't make an extra dollar from this. He made that for the company, which was it's what a good company guy does. He did not get any of that pay-per-view that you're saying he went out and said things to evoke emotions. Why you would reveal that is completely beyond me. It's the exact same thing. If I go catch Joe's show on Saturday night in L.A., and 3 nights later, he's performing in Chicago, and I show up, and just before his punchline of the exact same act, I blurt it out. I blurt out the punchline. I have information within Joe's business of what he's doing. I then reveal it to the audience. I go, well, Joe, why are you mad? I don't understand why you're mad. I'm a loyal fan. I'm just showing you. I followed your career. Matter of fact, I took your show in three nights ago in L.A. I wrote these down, and I came out, and I wanted people to know what you were saying before you said it. Don't you see how that would ruin everything? I understand it's not the code to the next iPhone. I understand the sophistication is left, but it's still a trade secret that he needs to keep secret until he chooses to reveal it, known as the punchline. It's extremely important. The business cannot go on without it. People cannot enjoy it to the same level with the same expectation without it. That would be me as a fan. As a fan, I would be removed from the audience for doing that because it is detrimental to the business at hand. Imagine if I was a member of his entourage, if I was on the payroll, if I was in on the business and collecting a check, never having to take that stage, deal with the social anxiety, deal with the rejection, put myself out there. I collected a paycheck at the end of it, though, and I still thought it was appropriate to go out and expose him. Could you imagine how inappropriate that would be? Because it's the exact same thing. He attempted to expose Colby Covington. It was wrong, it was inappropriate, and it's not the first time, and it's goddamn unhelpful. So the best advice I was ever given, I must say this, I was given by Joe Rogan. We were in a bar in Boston, and I was just getting into commentating, and Joe simply said to me, if you don't see it, don't say it. And he elaborated on that to say, if two guys are fighting and it's a stand-up fight and they're sloppy and they don't look good, don't try to say they look good. Don't try to sell the audience something fake. You don't have to put the guy down, but don't try to say something's great if it's not. If you don't see it, don't say it. I am following his advice. It was very good advice, and I have taken it with me, but I am now saying what I saw. It was beyond wrong. I don't know how to use any other words. He exposed the business. He exposed another guy's trade secrets because he had access to that information. It was wrong and it was inappropriate.